Alright, everyone, we are back with the next episode of the Raiders Rambles. I am Joel, chief host of the show, and joining me, as always, is none other than my co host, Avira.
Oh, whoa, whoa! What's up, guys? I hope you're having a beautiful evening, wherever in the world you are.
I am basically just over the moon today, and everything that follows is about to make sense.
Oh, that's great, buddy. Right on.
Next on the show, we have Malagos.
Hey,
Good to have you again.
yeah, likewise.
Next on the show, we have No Dragons Please.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Good to have you again. Good. And last of all, rounding out the panel is Mighty Red Wolf.
November 20 doesn't exist.
Well, neither would you. We'll have to rewrite the calendar from scratch. If that was the case.
Oh,
we just need to
that's
strike-
a good comeback.
We need to strike it off the calendar somehow.
So, by all accounts, because you exist, you don't exist. Because of that, I am going to have to remove you from the panel. No.
Oh darn.
Right.
I have to remove. So, there you go. Happy, I do want to say, for real, happy birthday, Mighty Red Wolf.
Yeah, I know it's already November 20 in your time zone. It's not quite November 20th in my time zone or everyone else yet, but I'm probably going to be 22 at least. Yay, I'm feeling a lot older already as it is.
Hey, man, I'm still living in America, and yeah, it's November 20th here, and yeah, happy birthday, dude. Honestly, thank goodness, and God bless for still being alive.
Yay,
Yeah.
I've survived 22 years. Yay.
Yeah, there you go. Right on. Hell yeah.
Well, someone's happy. All right. So, we've got a bit of housekeeping and preface stuff to do to begin with. Do you know what today is? It is in the United States. It's currently November 19th, correct?
Indeed,
Correct.
it is.
It is.
And today happens to be International Men's Day.
Well, in that regard, I would say jolly good show, my chaps. As I twirl my mustache and sip on my tea. Oh yes, the most gentleman's of days. Yeah.
Indeed it is, gentlemen. So, in that regard, what are you guys going to be, celebrating with? Something very, very manly?
I think
or-
maybe like a bottle of whiskey or something.
Oh, yeah. Can't go wrong with that.
You know what? I'm going to need some vodka for tomorrow. That's one thing for sure.
I'm way ahead of you, buddy. It's all good.
Damn.
But no, like for sure, like International Wednesday. That's very important to actually be recognizing that for the work that us men put into the world. It's nice.
Yeah, and no offense, if it wasn't for me, there wouldn't be any working lights or bells right now.
Oh goodness.
Oh, no. It looks like the
But we have-
electricity grid would collapse because of it.
But I think we have to appreciate how men basically have to endure all the shit now, and and even though they endure all this shit, they still move strong. They still go headstrong,
That's right. Men are the builders of civilization.
So true. So, I was just going to mention something about construction, but yeah, absolutely.
We're the hard
Okay.
workers. I mean, it wasn't it back then where the guys that did all the hard work, and of course there was always the women that stayed home that did all the cooking, cleaning, watching the children, all that.
That's more of like a caveman type of traditional stereotype sort of thing. But I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, yeah, that's true.
It's true to a certain extent. I mean,
To an extent,
yes, we know that
Yeah.
social mores have changed somewhat.
I mean, that's not bad though. That's a good thing.
You know, I do have to say again, embrace traditions.
Yeah, because it has been.
And
Yeah.
need to embrace their masculinity again.
I'm just happy that we finally have a day for ourselves because
Yeah.
it feels like there's not
It's
many
about
for us.
time.
Today.
I know, because you know what? It's been like this for how many generations has it been a man's world? It seems like.
Quote unquote, it's
I-
been a
I
man's
don't know.
world. Look, people they want you to think it's always a man's world and blah blah blah. But look, the fact of
Well,
the matter is, you know, yeah.
Dude, I'm always kind of upset every time, like on Twitter, when it's like Father's Day. You have like these SJWs trying to like cancel it because fathers, what is a father and all that stupid crap that they do. But yeah, it's good to actually have a day though, right?
I really hate when like single mothers try and take it, be like, oh well, we're the fathers to our children, blah blah. I'm like, you had Mother's Day.
Yeah,
Just
right. Stay in your lane,
just
bro.
Just
No
because your baby
offense.
daddy ain't around doesn't make you a dude.
No offense. I know I'm gonna get killed for this later on. My mother does the same because, well, she's 2-in-1.
I mean, look, my parents aren't together. They live in separate states. But I'm very thankful for my father. But that's a whole different thing. That's
Yeah.
Father's Day. We're talking about International Men's Day, all right?
Yes.
Man,
Hell yeah.
Man.
Men,
And I
men,
too,
And that's
men.
what it
again,
is.
I too am very thankful for my father. For without him, he would never have inherited, a lot of his, a lot of the wisdom and skills that I have.
Awesome.
So,
all that I think of is like the theme song for this day. Do you remember the SpongeBob SquarePants movie where SpongeBob and Patrick go, "Now that we're men"?
Oh yeah. We
Oh, what
have
about that?
facial
Well, wait. What
hair,
about
now
that
we're
other?
men.
Wait a minute. What about that other theme song from 2.5 Men?
man.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yes.
All right. So, to everyone, we wish you all a happy International Men's Day.
And don't be ashamed because you're a man.
Indeed.
I'm with you. So, the second preface that we must. And today, I would like to say that it is a day for celebration, my dudes. Who would like the honor of saying it?
I feel like we should give
Wait, did we
Avery
already
the honor.
wish Mighty Red Wolf a happy birthday?
Oh, what about the how Thanksgiving's coming up?
Yeah, definitely. There's a couple of
Oh,
things to
yeah.
be happy for. Mighty's birthday being one of them, Thanksgiving being one of them, International Men's Day being one of them.
God,
But
there's so much.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, man.
I'm gonna have a
yeah.
hell of a weekend.
I think we have to give a shout out to the base Chad Lord, Kyle.
yes, Saint Kyle Rittenhouse of Kenosha, congratulations of being, proven not guilty.
Yeah,
Yay.
Fully earned your
on
place in
Twitter
heaven.
earlier, I just posted hashtag not guilty. As soon as I found out the verdict, I was like, fuck yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, a lot of people over here in Hawaii were actually celebrating that.
Yeah, good. Good. Yo, fuck Antifa, bro. Seriously. The guy he killed was a convicted pedo, so good riddance.
What's funny is the mainstream media is trying to turn it into like this is a racial hate thing that he's
Yeah,
not
dude,
guilty. I'm like,
how?
what are you talking about?
Exactly. Like, why in the bonkers was BLM there? Like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
I heard
What?
they were afraid as soon as he got out of the court. I heard they were all afraid of him.
they should. Did you see that meme going around on Twitter where the
I
judge is
saw
like,
that.
"Okay, you're acquitted, bro. Here's your gun. Go get him, dude," or something like crazy.
There's actually a lot more that I've got to share with you guys. A lot more of those good stuff.
Nice.
In light of what's happened. Here's another one that I'm really fond of. Saint Kyle Rittenhouse, Psalms 106:3. Blessed are those who keep justice and he who does righteousness at all times. And today, justice and righteousness has won.
Amen.
That's let's see. That's score another point for justice and another 0 for Antifa.
For another 0 for people who hate freedom. I think like today is especially a good day because I like the actual ability to carry arms and defend yourself as actually won. So people are no longer going to be afraid of defending themselves if they ever, God forbid, they ever come into trouble like Kyle did.
Okay, yeah, true. Dude, do you know what I thought was the funniest thing watching this whole trial? This whole like trial, when the prosecutor was talking to Kyle, and he's like, "Oh, so you don't actually live in Kenosha, do you? This is not your community." And then Kyle just turns to him and he's like, "Yeah, but my dad lives there. Like my dad lives in Kenosha, and so does my aunt and my cousins." And the prosecutor just like looked down, like all confused, and he's like, "Oh shit. Well, okay, but blah, 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 I don't know." Dude, that was some funny shit. Like he was
Oh, yeah,
totally fucked at that point. Like he knew it. Awesome.
I think it was even like it was sealed when one of the victims, I say like victims, actually like admitted that they actually wanted to attack Kyle, and then the
Yeah, like
prosecutor
didn't he
was
say
like,
on live television that like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
didn't, like he pointed the gun at him like before Kyle did anything at all. Like he was chasing him down the fucking street. Like, bro.
Anyways, they wanted to attack him first, so technically all Kyle did was provoke the Second Amendment. Is there anything wrong with that?
Nope, I don't think so.
No, that's what I
Unless
put was
you mean-
hashtag Second Amendment.
Unless you're mainstream media and you're trying to get people to riot because it brings you ratings.
Yeah, why did they defend Antifa and these BLM terrorists? Like, what the
They
crap?
just wanted to create the whole, the whole division thing, right?
It's crazy.
And
Yeah,
again,
I mean,
the whole way that Kyle was treated was just utterly disgraceful.
Yeah, I hope he like files a lawsuit against like MSNBC or
Oh,
CNN.
he already
kind of
has.
like the COVID kids, not the COVID kid. What the hell is his name? The Cuffington. Cuffington? Is that what it was?
Well, I
Whatever
think
that guy was.
MSNBC did it the worst because they stalked the jurors.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Actually, one of the journalists was talking to juror, but in any case, it's a good thing because because I think like people should know that like they have a right to defend themselves if they ever get into trouble. Like,
Dude, he was running away from someone trying to hit him over the head with a fucking skateboard. Thank goodness
Yeah.
he had a gun, otherwise he'd be dead.
Yep,
it's
he
like
basically
kill or be
survived.
killed.
Yeah, and it's great too. Like couple live comments. Hey Panda Man. That reminds us, Nick Sandman, who got $250 million from suing the news.
Yes.
He also
Yes,
stood,
Sandman,
he also
that's
said
who it
that
was.
stood in solidarity with Saint Kyle.
Oh yeah, I hope
Yeah.
he sues because you know what? Now that they actually fucked up with this, he's now set for life, basically.
Well, Panda Man, did you see that meme that was floating around on Twitter when Sandman was like, "Oh, I got $250 million for suing CNN," and then the bottom one was Kyle Rittenhouse, and he's like, "Hold my beer." And yeah, like there's some shit going on with that.
Oh, I think he is gonna sue, without a doubt.
Fuck, I would. Absolutely.
I would too. That's defamation of character. That's against the
Damn
law.
right. Dude, it's libel, the slandering him and shit like all over the news. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, fuck MSNBC.
Mhm. Yeah, man. Now, you know what? It's so great. And now everybody else is basically, either out here celebrating or losing their minds on the internets.
Like I told you, Joel, when I heard the verdict, I kept refreshing Twitter, and it was just like a chaos storm.
Dude,
yeah,
all
I
I
saw
said
the
was hashtag not guilty, and I got like a bunch of likes for it, like in minutes. because normal people, like, we realize this. We're like, okay, sure. It's crazy though. YouTube was actually like deleting videos of people talking about this for like a couple days, dude.
Oh my dude, there is one last meme you guys have to see, and I know you retweeted this one, Avira.
Oh, I did. Oh, which one?
Free Guy.
There we go. Yes, I retweeted
Yes!
it. Hell yes, absolutely. Look at that shit. Oh, that's beautiful. For those of you guys who are listening and like don't see this, this is the Chad Kyle just holding a coffee as the city burns behind him with an F-13, M16. It looks like. Sorry, F-16. It looks like a hot air balloon, and he's just like chilling. He's like, "Yeah, bro, we're good," and he's holding a goldfish. Thank goodness the goldfish is okay. Yes, you go, Kyle. You fucking go.
That goldfish has more value than the pedo that Kyle shot.
Yeah, you damn right. Absolutely.
I think to me, I think the coffee would have more value.
All right.
All right.
And last of the prefaces, though, Thanksgiving is coming up next week, also, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just want to say to this people that because there's a lot of division going on in the mainstream media because like some people choose not to be vaccinated, some people get vaccinated, and that's like completely fine. But what's not fine is when the media tells the vaccinated to not let the unvaccinated on the Thanksgiving dinner. That's
Yeah,
wrong.
at the how to have these awkward conversations at the dinner table with the family members who are not vaccinated. Like, bro,
It's bad enough that it's causing like such a division in the families, and now the mainstream media is gonna even fuel it even further. So to all the people, shut off your TVs, don't listen to them. Have a great time at the dinner party. It's your family,
Yeah,
Family
absolutely.
moments should be cherished, even in times like these, and not be affected by any political bullshit or whatever.
I just find it very sad that this whole vaccine thing was politicized to begin with. Like, this is a personal medical decision. Why in the fuck is it like a left versus right kind of issue? It shouldn't be. And like, why are we being segregated? Like, dude, thank goodness the whole vaccine mandate didn't go through in America the other day when Biden tried to propose that shit. Like, could you imagine if all companies with over 100 people made it mandatory for their employees to get a vaccine? That is so crazy. Dude, I would have quit.
Well, Avia, I don't know if you heard. It's kind of like what Dana White said about to the UFC wrestlers or fighters. It's their bodies and it's their choice. They don't have to get the vaccine.
Oh yeah, what happened to that? My body, my choice, right? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's
some people are still
double standards, right?
enforcing that at least.
Yeah, but speaking of Thanksgiving, though, what do you guys have in store? What are you guys planning to feast on? With
Mashed potatoes, and with gravy, of course, and pumpkin pie.
yum.
Well, I think my family this year we've actually decided to go with ham, but of course before the ham, I'm probably gonna stuff myself on cake first.
I mean, we usually go for turkeys because turkey stuffing. Oh man, that's
It's good though, but we decided to switch it up a bit, and we decided to go with ham. It's still another tradition. It's still not a bad idea though.
my because my grandparents host they host Christmas, they host Easter, they host all these celebrations, and they're very traditional. Like they for instance, they make food that's like in large quantities, huge quantities, and we're like I don't know, so we're like 7 of us. They make food for like 20 people.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's always a thing like with those grandparents. I don't know, like
Oh yeah.
Well, leftovers are always better on the second day.
Oh my
Especially
God, yes.
Thanksgiving leftovers, right?
Oh my God, you can imagine how my schedule's gonna be though. After how am I supposed to save room for Thanksgiving when I have birthday cake to devour first? What am I gonna do? Like I'm like torn. Like what am I supposed to save room for? Probably gonna be more fat though.
I don't know, man. Just wait it out. A couple hours in between. Just gotta pace yourself. But yeah,
Ugh.
when it comes to like Thanksgiving, I'm not gonna be doing anything crazy. I'm gonna be at my parents' house. I think my dad's gonna be cooking some turkey, some stuffing, which he typically does. We're gonna have your basic cranberry sauce, some baked potatoes.
Oh yeah.
I don't eat potatoes because potatoes are an abomination to this entire planet, but that's a whole different story.
Oh yeah,
There you
that's
go.
definitely something good.
But yeah,
But,
so we're gonna have a traditional dinner. It's just gonna be like me, my mom, my dad, maybe my aunt and uncle are gonna be coming over. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's just gonna be that. And then of course the next day I'm working on Black Friday, so that's gonna be
Oh,
fun.
that Black
Fun,
Friday's
yeah.
always a mess. I mean, I'm not trying to like interrupt or anything, but like, for me, it's always just the usual, just four family members. My mother, my grandparents, and me. That's it. But real quick though, Joel, I'm sorry about this, but like, I did want to say something real quick. I'm like thankful for like so much. I'm glad I met you guys, and real quick, Allie, if you're listening out there, I'm glad I met you, of course, Allie, and also thank you so much for Thursday. I'm gonna see how tomorrow goes, and I am so glad that you guys are so freaking awesome.
Yeah, and it's not just us. Like I've been told, in the live comments too, some as well. Foxhorn, I'm thankful for the Raiders. Alex Provenzano, I'm thankful for discovering the furry Raiders. I may not know all of you, but I love you all.
Aw.
And it's things like these. We it's always our job to do our best. To give people like you a voice in this world, and because finding your voice is just never an easy thing to do in this era, and we just do our best to help you out in any way we can.
And
Joel,
the
I'm
other
so
thing,
happy too. Like, dude, I'm so thankful that we have this podcast.
and you know what, guys?
It's really freaking cool.
And you know what, real quick, just to you, Joel and Avier, if I never would have found out this group, I wouldn't see myself here a year ago.
We're here for it, man. It's all good.
I would still be on the wrong path.
Yeah, but otherwise, just to wrap this off, I wish my Thanksgiving, my ham would have come a bit earlier than friggin' Christmas. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because I get ham actually from Christmas parties at my work. But just like Foxhorn, I want to have ham this year. Mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, and stuffing, yum. But
Okay,
how
yeah,
I do my ham.
Ham's good.
Oh, there's nothing
Definitely.
wrong with ham. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
No, I typically have ham like on Christmas. Like that's the thing. Like I'll have turkey on Thanksgiving, and then on Christmas we'll have like a roasted ham. Like with honey glaze and all that kind of good stuff. Oh, also, by the way, Allie says, "Yeah, I love all of you a lot and thankful." Aw, I love you too,
Yeah,
Allie.
you
You're
know what?
great.
You know what, Allie, you've been doing such a good job, especially ever since I've started talking to you, and we've been helping each other out a lot.
There's a lot of things to be thankful for, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
This is cool.
Yes. All right, so that's out of the way, and we shall have our items for this week. Oh boy, what have we got for you? So, first things first. Here's an interesting thing. Warner Brothers provides a first look at its Smash-style platform fighter multiverses. Is it just me, but now everybody seems to want a piece of the whole multiverse crossover pie.
Hey,
Dude.
I'm just excited that they officially made Ultra Instinct Shaggy canon. All right.
Yes, dude,
Yes.
I know. Yes, they
I'm kinda
fucking
glad.
did. Okay, yeah, so Shaggy 10,000 power level is available in this game, as well as fucking Batman and Rick Sanchez. Holy bonkers, man!
Yes, look at this. Shaggy.
Look at this nonsense. What? What is this? This is okay. So I was telling Jolt about this earlier, guys. This is the game we need. Read this fucking article, bro. This is some crazy shit.
Yeah, and you know what though, Nintendo's already done it and pioneered it. Nickelodeon went out and did it. You know, you can freaking play a SpongeBob, and now Warner Brothers is in on this piece of pie.
I just love it. This is a great time to be alive.
Bro, you can play as Batman. What in the world? All right, so let's say,
yeah, you know, Batman has been playable for quite some time, but now, you know.
No, I know, but also Rick Sanchez and
Rick and
fucking
Morty.
like Jake the Human. It's beautiful.
Just the idea of them having to going head to head, punching their guts out. You know, it's just satisfying when you have.
Did you see?
You know, stars.
Did you see the comments of the YouTube video?
I haven't seen the comments. No.
No,
Like,
me neither.
90% of them are just talking about how Shaggy had to be nerfed to be even put in the game in the first place.
Oh yeah, because he'd be like so fucking broken, right? He's
Yeah.
using like 2% of his power, and like everyone's dead. Kind of like One Punch Man,
Yes.
Oh.
bro.
The universe implodes by then.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I love how they put Shaggy in there. Like that is like they were totally like they heard the audience's call. Totally.
All right, let's have a look. Like, you know, the multiverses, the character lineup so far. You know, let's have a look. We got Batman, Harley Quinn, Jake and Finn, Shaggy, Superman, Wonder Woman, Gandalf, Rick, Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, and, well, Steven Universe. Wow.
Dude, Gandalf. They have freaking Gandalf in there. I would play as Gandalf, honestly. Like I probably would if I had this game. Dead
How do you
ass.
think it's gonna go with Tom and Jerry, though? That's my question.
I mean, here's the thing with Tom and Jerry, like they're cartoons, right? So Tom has been flattened, he's been set on fire, he's died many times. However, he
Oh,
still
yeah.
pops back to life. So like he's fine. Like he's probably invincible. And I don't know about Jerry. I'm pretty damn sure he has like teleportation powers, like the way he moves around the house. So that's a whole different level.
I just love some of their shenanigans in the original cartoons, though.
Oh yeah.
Dude, imagine
For
playing
sure.
with those like cartoon powers. Like you get hit with a hammer and you turn into like some flat cat and then you just pop back to life and you're like, oh whatever, it's all fine.
I kind of
That's
wish they
pretty
would have
cool.
like the. I kind of wish they would have like the original screaming that Tom always did. That was funny too.
Dude, imagine Superman versus like Bugs Bunny. I mean, how in the bonkers would that go? Like,
Well, I
Oh.
mean, we already know how Superman versus Shaggy would go.
Oh,
Superman would lose.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So bad.
nah, Superman
Shaggy.
would probably just like fly around the world backwards like twice and like forget that fight even happened.
Shaggy doesn't need kryptonite. Shaggy is the kryptonite.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you know what though? This again, there is so much potential for them to come up with such a big star-studded lineup. You know, what other properties does Warner Brothers have? I mean, come on.
Well, here's the
They
thing.
got
Like, they already
portfolio,
have
right?
Lord of the Rings, and Gandalf is in here. So I'm wondering why not
They
well, not Frodo, but like, how about the Witch King of Angmar? That'd be
They-
kind of cool.
Ooh,
I
they
just
could
want to
have-
Wait
point
a
out
minute.
I want to point out they also have Harry Potter. So
Oh, he's not even on this list. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're right. Where's
Wait a
Voldemort
minute.
at?
Wait, I have an idea that would be something. What if they threw in the Animaniacs in this?
that would be
Oh,
great.
yeah. Actually, they can. Yeah.
Yeah. The real
Well,
Warner Brothers.
That's
Well,
probably going to be like
technically,
the next
it Cartoon-
expansion, probably.
Isn't Cartoon Network technically owned by Warner Brothers?
Yes.
So
Oh yeah,
could
they
add-
are.
They could add all the Cartoon Network characters. They could Johnny Bravo,
Ooh, imagine if they add Courage.
Courage. Yeah.
Ah! The thing that people love. Yeah, Courage would be in there for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I don't know if they can actually add Ed and Eddie. Probably they can. 'Cause,
Oh.
They could add Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory and Mandark.
Mandark! Yes, they should totally do that. Oh my
Wait.
goodness.
Wait a minute. ABR, do you remember that old cartoon Johnny Test? Do you remember that one?
You mean kid with the supercharged backpack? Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh my god, imagine if they add that.
His genius sisters use him like a lab rat. Yeah, bro.
They could-
Absolutely. That shit's lit.
They could add Ben 10.
Oh, yeah.
And all of his alien forms. Hell yeah.
Hang on a sec. I'm noticing something here as well. If you go back to what I've got on the screen, ooh, Arya Stark is in the list. Game of Thrones. Holy moly!
Yeah, because HBO is technically owned by Warner Brothers.
Oh yeah.
I believe
think there's like
that's what.
one character I don't recognize. The one next to Finn. That girl.
Oh, that's Arya Stark from Game of Thrones.
Oh
that's
yeah,
a little-
okay, that's the Game of Thrones one. Okay, yeah, I don't watch that.
I don't remember that.
Damn,
Interesting.
Garnet's in there too.
Girl, she's the little girl from the first season. She was in all the seasons.
Hey, I
but
mean,
yeah,
I guess on the plus side, there at least, I guess some people should be glad they didn't put Daenerys in there.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
we don't
Oh
talk.
well,
about
but you know
that.
what? Though, let's have a look at some of the stuff in here, and how the uniquely stylistic way that they're going about this, the artistic style, what have you. Yeah.
Looks like a classic Smash brawler type game.
It does from a gameplay standpoint, but let's have a look at how they artistically, reproduce the characters. Yes, they've turned them into 3D.
I gotta say, Tom and
yeah.
Jerry looks really good.
Yeah, that does look pretty
Yeah.
good.
They do. I think they're probably the best out of all four of these. You have Wonder Woman, Shaggy, and Finn, but Tom and Jerry looks pretty
Tom
good.
and Jerry look the most natural, and Wonder Woman is all right, I guess.
Cartoonified, yes, I get
Yeah.
that.
But what the hell did they do to Shaggy? What the hell happened to his legs, bro? What in the fuck?
They also kind of gave him a beard. Is that beard?
Ah, yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Actually, there's a
you're
couple
right.
of interesting
Actually,
skins
like
and
full
depictions
beard.
too, guys.
Oh yeah. There's like a bunch of skins.
Oh.
I think there's a couple of references here that we
But
may, we
Why
may pick up.
doesn't Shaggy have a goatee in his original? Didn't he had
He
a
only
goatee?
He only has one as a ninja. No, he never had. He had I think a couple of whiskers on his chin, in
Oh, yeah.
in the show, but he didn't actually have a fucking beard. But
Oh, yeah.
so I think the first one on the far left, that looks the most natural, I would say.
The head might be a little big, but
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean, yeah.
Then it is too big. It's the one on the second looks real weird. You can't even recognize it. It's Shaggy. It looks.
I would
more
never. I would never in my
It
life
looks
think
more
that
it
was
looks more
Shaggy.
like Doctor. It looks more like Dr. Watson from Sherlock Holmes or something.
Dude, exactly. That's what I was
Right.
gonna say. I wouldn't recognize him as Shaggy. I'd be like, oh, okay, so Sherlock Holmes. Where you at? Watson.
Sure.
Can you imagine this being adopted into esports though? Like in Evo? Who's gonna main Shaggy?
Everyone
be-
would.
Have you guys seen that video by Cropecat about the rages that was in the fighting brawlers type? How people actually rage at brawlers in the competitive, they throw controllers and shit. It's actually insane. And it's been like that for years almost.
No, I can't say I've never seen that video yet.
Oh,
But I've definitely
think I have.
rage quit some games before. Bro, back in
Oh.
middle school when I was trying to speedrun Spyro, and I flipped the shit when I died in treetops. Like
brawlers, like
destroyed
competitive brawlers, are like, there's always like these two people with the control. They usually bring their own controllers, and they play the brawler. And when one of them finishes, the other guy usually like unplugs the controller, wraps the wire around, and shakes hand. That's usually how it goes. But sometimes they just take unplug the controller, or and they don't even do shakes. They just leave, or they unplug the controller and throw it at the wall or something. Like it's crazy, man.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I can just picture someone getting mad. You use Shaggy. That's unfair.
Oh yeah, they kind of like that. Like sometimes, like some of them will use characters that I don't know they consider broken or something, and then when they win, they start yelling them in their face like, "Why you can only play with that character? You can't play with any other character. That's why you win, like kind of like that, They, man, I wouldn't really want to be because it's
But you know what? Though, who knows? Like they've got a long ways to go until they take off and say, to be on the same level as Super Smash Brothers. But a couple of interesting things, game's gonna be it's free to play, cross console, voice acting for all characters, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, PC, and Xboxes. No word on a Nintendo Switch at the moment, but yeah, interesting.
I mean, I would not be surprised if there wasn't any for the Nintendo Switch, because I don't think the Nintendo Switch could contain the raw power of Shaggy, let alone all the other characters.
Oh, dude, you're fucking right. You're so true.
And here's my other question: if it's also for PC, I wonder if certain PCs can't even handle the graphics.
Well, with PCs, build a new system or just upgrade parts.
You know that Xbox Game Pass now has cloud gaming feature, where if you have a low range PC but a good internet, you can if you're subscribed to Game Pass, you can actually kind of play cloud gaming on an Xbox One, Xbox 360 server, and with the prices of GPUs going still up, and high range PCs are still way too expensive than it should. Cloud gaming has kind of become a thing now, because not everyone can afford $2,000 for a high range GPU. I know furries could probably.
Well, yeah, we can. Fair enough. I mean, furries spend a crap ton of money on things not necessary, but it's great.
$2,000 GPU for furries. That's like
that's nothing. That's pocket change.
That's on the way to getting a fursuit right there, man.
Yeah,
how do you
totally.
think? How do you think I feel? I feel like I'm overspending on a lot of stuff.
Dude. No wonder.
Hey, it's all good, man.
I know. I gotta watch my finance.
Oh wait, you're a furry and you're financially responsible? Huh?
They don't exist.
That's a silly concept. Financially responsible. What are you talking about, bro?
I know. Even I'm not perfect with my finances. Impulse buying.
I don't think. I think we've all had our issues.
Yeah. But yeah. So, in that sense, though, yeah, look at that. Warner Brothers wants in on the multiverses.
The concept is great, and Nickelodeon did the same thing. And why not? I mean, with Nickelodeon, you have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fighting SpongeBob, or Avatar Aang fighting Squidward.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Avatar Aang though. Oof.
Ooh yeah.
Everyone's dead. Everyone. Like, just game over at that point.
Maybe Squidward is hiding its power level.
What, like handsome Squidward or just like regular Squidward?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's it. All right, so next item, and still sticking with the Warner Brothers theme, but not, not the multiverses. It is Lord of the Rings. Now we know Amazon is making an adaptation of the Lord of the Rings, and it's going to be from a different phase of the Lord of the Rings canonical timeline. But what does it mean?
well,
Well, for
if you
those of you who don't know about Lord of the Rings, this is going to be set in, I believe, the Second Age, right? This is quite some time, but they also said Aragorn is going to be there, so it might be like early Third Age as well, like second into the Third Age.
Well, the thing about it is, do you know that Tolkien, especially since I'm a huge Tolkien fan, that Tolkien actually encouraged, work, like using his work as a sort of a new story. Like he actually encouraged people like writing fan fictions and all that. So it's not something that Tolkien would dislike. In fact, like if anyone has played Shadow of Shadow of Mordor and
Oh yeah, Shadow of Mordor, hell yeah,
yeah.
Shadow of War,
absolutely,
it's
dude. That
it's a
game was fucking awesome.
it yeah, it's a great game. And for like a Tolkien verse kind of game, it's awesome. And so I'm not against them making your Lord of the Rings. Like we've seen Witcher. Witcher TV show was good. If this also becomes good, just one thing is that if anyone has watched The Hobbit, and I mean some people, and Hobbit is kind of mixed thing. Some people like it, some people don't. I didn't. I don't think I'm a huge fan of the Hobbit, the Hobbit movies,
Mhm.
mainly because I think they focus too much on the CGI and not enough on the story.
Yeah, no, I totally get you. Like here's the thing,
Yeah.
like Lord of the Rings is my favorite trilogy of all time. It's just a fucking
Oh
masterpiece. And
yeah.
I think that if Tolkien were alive to see it, he would be humbled and be happy about it.
Yeah.
Like Peter Jackson did a fantastic, like phenomenal job with this movie. It is out of this
Yeah.
fucking world.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
when it comes to The Hobbit, I actually did like The Hobbit, but I feel like they shouldn't have dragged it out for 3 movies. They could have just done like 2, you know? Like that would have
Yeah,
been okay.
there were a lot of there were the thing about the Hobbit is the setting was good, but it's just that I feel like there were a lot of filler scenes. And
Exactly, yeah.
those
They
filler
they
scenes,
padded out for like 3 movies that I really
and
think they probably could have just done like 1 or 2.
yeah, and those filler scenes drag out and drag out, and a lot of people get impatient with the movie, and they kind of lose interest because the movie just continually drags on and on and on. And also, uh, some scenes they feel a little bit choreographed. Like there's that scene in the first movie when they escape the what's it was the Troll King, right? They're like escaping.
Oh
They're
yeah, in the
going like
Misty Mountains.
through the
Yeah.
mines.
Yeah,
And
the Goblin King.
the whole thing with them escaping, like, and like moving the ladders and all that. I mean, it looks fun and all. It looks good and all, but again, it feels a little bit of choreographed because it doesn't feel like they're in danger because everything feels that it's set up.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean,
It's
like
not. It's
that.
not like if you compare it to like the scene where the Fellowship of the Ring is running away from Baldur, um, or was it that
The
what's that?
Balrog, right? In
Balrog,
Khazad-dûm.
yeah.
Yeah, that
When they,
was in danger shit. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Like they were
that was
shooting arrows at
actually
them. That was fucking intense.
but the other scene is kind of like that they're probably gonna get away with it because everything is like choreographed and set up. So I
Yeah,
feel like
but
they can.
here's the thing:
They,
like, The Hobbit was also based on a children's book, and because The Lord of the Rings came out after that, like you already know what all the characters are going to live. You know, Gandalf's not going to
yeah,
die from
yeah,
fucking goblins.
yeah,
Like you know it already.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
it's like that nostalgia glasses kind of like Okay, well, they're gonna be okay. But it was still
Yeah,
fucking intense, dude. Like when Gandalf sliced the fucking Goblin King's like fat and like his nutsack chin. I mean, dude, that was fucking crazy.
Definitely. That was like interesting though. How that some of the stuff they did was pretty interesting in it.
yeah. I'm guessing the point is the movie could have been good, but it feels a little bit dragged way too much.
Artistic liberties
Yeah,
being
you're totally
what they
right.
are. Artistic liberties being what they are. They're trying to capture all the finer details and that in an adaptation of Lord of the Rings.
I think, yeah, I think what Lord of the Rings does great the most is the entire atmosphere, the immersion. I never felt that there hasn't been a single movie where I felt as immersed as the Lord of the Rings movies. Like I could basically, I feel so immersed that I could basically watch a marathon of them, and not.
Dude, you're so right. Me and my friend, like every year we have this tradition. We watch the extended Lord of the Rings. It's like 12 and a half hours. Like we just fucking have like a sleepover and just watch that shit every fucking year. It's awesome.
You don't lose interest. Like even
No, you
12
really
hours,
don't. It's a whole
just watched the
story. Like
movie.
it's
Yeah.
incredible.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Well, if you didn't realize it, for the original Lord of the Rings movie, it was actually filmed all at once. They just sliced it into 3 movies.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Same thing with the book. Like the book was that long, but the publishers for Tolkien, they said, look, we can't publish a 1,400 page book or whatever the hell it was. So they had to break it up, and then he didn't like the fact that the publishers decided to name the 3rd book The Return of the King because it spoils the ending.
Yeah.
Like he didn't like that. But
So-
that's
Yeah,
how it is.
There's also another. Well, it's more like a collection of stories. The Silmarillion. It's
Oh,
like
dude, that's
it's
beautiful.
like it's like if you have the iceberg, you know that iceberg meme. The top is like the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and like the bottom, the entire giant thing is the Silmarillion.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, the
yeah.
Valor. Oh, absolutely, dude. I love the Silmarillion. It's fucking awesome. It's
Well,
almost
it's
like
because-
reading a Bible of a fantasy world.
It's because Tolkien had wanted to get the Silmarillion published initially first, and publishers kept turning him down.
Yeah,
So then he got.
they did.
Then he'd made The Hobbit.
Mhm.
And then, well, actually, he made a few things before that got published. But then The Hobbit
like
came, and it was a
Turn.
success. And they're like, we want the sequel to The Hobbit. And so that's how The Lord of the Rings came. Hooray!
Yeah, well, they totally nailed it with these movies, and like I said, I think that Tolkien would be very proud. Now, with this new series going on, I mean, guys, are you hyped for like Black Hobbits? Is that a thing that we asked for? Is that something that everyone wanted?
It's
Yeah.
kind of the thing. Like it's kind of the
How
thing,
about like
with,
transgender elves? Is that okay? Should we have some tranny elves going on? Yeah,
Pass.
I don't know about that.
So
I'll
the
pass.
thing about it is, it's kind of like in Witcher TV show where they made elves black, which is like it's like the only scene like I don't know about that. Like it's like it feels a little forced, especially because I played The Witcher. I even read The Witcher, and I know that it's like the elves are not black, but yeah, I mean, I guess you could overlook it, but then again, it all depends how they execute it. Like if they
Right,
make
and-
a story amazing and they add like black hobbits or something. I mean, it
No,
could be something. It could be something like, oh yeah. I mean, the story is great and all, but I mean, black hobbits. I mean, come on, feels like Netflix all over.
Wait.
No,
I
feel like that
Would Kevin Hart be a Hobbit? He has the right to fight for it.
Would he? Oh no!
Is he gonna ruin
Lord of
another
the Rings,
franchise?
like, it's not just about like races or anything. It's literally not about. It's about the whole story of like a fantasy world, right? But there are different, I guess you could say, like ethnic groups, right? Like if you look at Harad or Khand or the Men of Rune, there's different ethnicities, I guess, but like no one really cares about that. Like who gives a flying fuck if the bad guys have a different race than and whatever. Like you have a magical ring and you have to go to the volcano and destroy it to save the world.
Hey,
That's what's up. Like no
hey,
one
Vera.
gives a flying fuck about if you're gay or fucking black
I
or
mean,
white or whatever. Like it doesn't matter.
if you played Shadow of Mordor, not Shadow of War, I think one of the commanders of Gondor was black. So I think these the only like I guess black characters or some black character. But like the thing is, I don't really. So I know some people mind it. I can actually overlook that if they make a good story. I could overlook things like
Same,
that.
dude. Like I wouldn't mind
But
at all. Like if it's canonical, like to the story, absolutely. But like I would argue that that person who is of a different race than the Gondorians, like the Numenorian people from the Star Island, maybe this Black Commander is probably from the southern lands of like either Harad
yeah,
or Khand or something, and like he joined Gondor for a purpose to fight against Sauron. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, awesome.
Can we make
Go on.
Idris Elba as Sauron then?
Speaking of funny stuff, live comment, Alex Provenzano. The Rock should be a Hobbit because he's basically in everything now.
How
seems
in the
like he
bonkers is he gonna be a hobbit?
Remember
Seriously,
how
no.
they made
I
Hobbits as
imagine
basically,
the
like-
Rock like as one of like the orc commanders, like in all of his
Yeah.
full armor, and he's just
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
bat shit and just
Yes.
hitting and killing shit.
I didn't,
Yeah, I
the
could see
film,
that.
film wizardry can do a lot, but for a Hobbit, nah.
Yeah, but
No,
for the
it's not
Rock,
gonna work as
though,
a Hobbit,
he's
though.
not.
Really.
Nah, I don't
It's not
think the
gonna
Rock would
work.
stand for that. He's not gonna be like, oh, a Hobbit? No thanks. No, he'd want to be like some fucking badass, as he is.
I know he's a badass in a lot of movies, though.
He'd want to be Aragorn.
Oh no. Let's not go that far. He would be an orc.
like
Not Aragorn.
Also, the thing when you mentioned with the sexuality thing, I also think that when you shove sexualities like that, it's kind of ruins the entire immersion because at the end of the day, nobody gives a damn if you're gay or if you're not. Gay people, non-gay people, nobody will give a damn. And so why even include it? It's just gonna piss a group of people off, and the other group who aren't even gonna watch it are just gonna say,
sure.
this group is mad because this guy is gay." But like that group that's saying that they're mad, they're not even watching it. They're just like they're just basically what's it called
Well,
virtue signaling.
Malagos, I do have to say though, when it comes to relationships, sometimes that is very important to the story. You remember Arwen and Aragorn, the elf maiden and the human
Yeah.
who had
I
that
mean,
like
Oh, yeah.
forbidden love, and like she had to
in the
get rid
case
of that.
yeah,
And like
yeah, I
that's
mean-
fine. That is relevant to the story. That's totally fucking fine. But when you have to like go back to like make characters gay just for the sake of pandering to some audience, yeah, I agree with you. I think that's pretty fucked up. But when it comes to like actual good writing, yeah, of course romance comes into play. Absolutely. Of course it does.
I think the problem is even if they want to like create some kind of fiction and put gay relationships on it, they usually aren't written good. Like because they usually are written in a stereotypical way, which even pisses people off. It pisses both sides off. Pisses one side for making a stereotype out of them, and it pisses the other side because they don't want to see that. So it's like nobody wins, and that's what Netflix always does. Hopefully, Amazon doesn't do that.
Yeah, hope not.
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
I mean, Amazon is woke, though, my dad, and there might be some woke scenes. I don't know, but I hope not. Actually, but we'll see.
Oh, guys, I just want to feature a live comment here from Ice Kitsune. He said, "But orcs is racist. Remember?"
Oh,
That's
Of
Oh,
course they are.
You just-
Yeah, because
Yeah.
orcs,
You just
this
opened
fantasy
a
creature, non-human, is apparently racist now.
Oh yeah, you
Fucking
just
yikes.
opened the whole Pandora's box about the orcs thing. Like because the
Oh.
because I mean nobody actually related orcs to black people. I never related orcs to
No
black
one did.
people. No
No.
one did. It's
No
only
one ever
No.
did. That's
It's only
fucked.
one Twitter post that all of a sudden said, "Hey, you know what? Hey, you know those orcs in Lord of the Rings? I think Tolkien was racist because he was basically making the orcs look like black people." And so,
Wow.
and the whole Twitter basically agreed. And so everyone's like, oh, orcs are racist. And that.
Yeah,
Not a
but
fuck.
so
There hasn't been any proof that Tolkien was a racist.
no,
And
but dude, in that case, like, who's the real racist here? Is it us that are a fan of Tolkien's work, or is it that person that's saying orcs look like black people?
I think
That's a pretty
the
fucking racist thing to say, if I'm being
it
honest.
is.
It is. I mean, come on, dude. But you have to be a racist to think like that. You have to. I mean, when you think like when you think like that, like things like, oh, they portrayed black people like that. That kind of means that you portrayed them like that. That kind of means you're the one that's racist.
Yeah. But we're not ready for that conversation in society yet.
I just hope that even if they don't make it woke, the problem is even if they don't make it woke, the media is gonna slander all over them because it's not woke. They're gonna say something like another white, another white, another show for straight white males, sigh or something like that.
Yeah, they complain about everything. They're a bunch of snowflakes, anyways.
Yeah, well, these snowflakes are the ones that saying that Lord of the Rings has too many white people, and they're like offended by that. Like, dude, that's fucking racist. Who cares
If-
what race they are? That's the
Here-
story. That's the actors. They're doing
here's
good
the-
at their job. Enjoy the fucking writing. Like, what do you mean? Who cares about your race? What is
here's a really interesting thing. Like, if you're offended, if something offends you, then ignore it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a fucking quote of the 21st century. Something offends you, ignore it.
Right. So, well, that. Are you hopeful for the Lord of the Rings?
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's
Yeah,
definitely
this is-
interesting. Yeah.
Adaptation, and Jackson's not involved in this, but we will see Hobbiton being put back to use again.
I'll give it the good old college try and watch it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Let's
I
see.
am excited for this new series. I will watch it. Like, I want to. Like, I'm really looking forward to it. I really hope that the directors or the producer, like even like the actors, like they actually are fans of Tolkien's work, and they do it justice. I'm really hoping on that. Hopefully,
Well, there's only
it's
one way to
good.
find out. I mean, we're
Yeah, I
gonna
know
have to
exactly. Like, you gotta
wait
check
and
it out.
see. Yep, I'm
Yeah.
gonna check it out myself.
I mean, so far it looks like they're putting a lot of money into this production, so that could be a good or bad thing. But I'm just walking on eggshells at this point. I'm just hoping that it comes out okay, because I really
Hey-
do want to see some shit about the Second Age. Like, I'm really curious about that shit.
Hey, you know what actual movie surprised me, even though I thought it was shit? Dune.
What?
Dune.
Oh, Dune. Okay.
Yeah, because I
Oh.
thought it was gonna be like it's never gonna match up like the old Dune
Yeah.
and stuff.
But
But it
that'd be
actually-
soon, yeah.
But apparently the new Dune is actually really good. And no, it doesn't have any woke shit in it. It's actually like
Yeah, dude. I
fair.
saw some reviews about that. Like, it looks really
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
good. I actually watched I think it was Game Theory's video about like how the Dune sand monsters can fucking swim in the sand. It was some cool shit, bro.
Yeah. So like there is still hope that we will get some kind of some kind of piece of entertainment that's not that doesn't have shoved politics inside or something. I I really do hope, because if those succeed, then the companies will know that the woke things are what people don't want,
Yeah.
and the good thing and the good shows and the good movies are what people actually want.
Well, one of the ways they would figure that out is if the public had an option to dislike certain trailers and videos on YouTube. But I
Yeah.
guess
Oh.
that's
Yeah,
not a
that
thing
would
anymore.
help.
So if
Nuts to
YouTube
that.
removed the option for the public to say no to something they don't like, well, how are we gonna fucking know unless we actually see it?
Well,
Yeah, they're trying to silence us. That's what they're
No,
trying
that's
to
fucking
do.
stupid. Man.
there is another way you could. It's called like, you know how Twitter doesn't have a dislike button, but like they
It's called ratioing, isn't it?
ratioing, yeah.
Yeah,
So you
not
can
the
Yeah,
have with
but
the
YouTube is like important for that shit. Like we really do need it.
Yeah, but the thing is that the way to ratio now is, write a literal comment that just says dislike.
dislike.
Yeah, that's exactly, dude. I've
Yeah,
done that
just-
like today. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
just
I
put-
do like an asterisk and then all in capitals. I just say dislike the
Well,
video.
you
Like
know what I
if
do
I
it?
actually do dislike it, like I'll do that.
You know what I usually put? I put actually all in capitals. I dislike this.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. So, I guess that's all. That's what we've got for today, for this week.
All right.
Crazy,
I
right?
suppose so.
And it's and it's just as well, it is a day to celebrate and be thankful for all the important things that are in your life. Who would
Mhm.
like to make a closing statement for this week's?
I'll go. Remember, kids, if you pick Shaggy when you're about to play the Warner Brothers game Multiverses, you're a cheater.
All right. Awesome. Who's up next?
Malgoth?
I just want to say that I wish you all like happy Thanksgiving. Spend it well with your families. This is one of those this is one of those celebrations where we like Christmas and all. Like, this is the time where we unite with the families and we share the beauty that is the having a family, and having strong bond with them. And like I said, turn off the TV. Don't listen to the mainstream you're talking about, the division and all that. Just enjoy.
That's right. Mighty?
Well, all I gotta say is see how that game is. I'm definitely gonna have to give that a shot on my gaming PC, see if it runs. And to all you guys out there, happy Thanksgiving to you all. Try to look at the good things that you're always, just try to look at what you're thankful for. And there's a couple of things I'm gonna mention before the end of the show. Is like, I'm thankful for you guys, for meeting you guys at first, and I'm glad. I'm like so thankful for where I am right now, and all of you guys out there, especially you two, Aviera and Joel. You two are going to have a good Thanksgiving, and I mean it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing, the last thing is, well, tomorrow's my birthday, and see how that goes. It's just like it's been a hell of a week, and and hopefully you guys also have a great weekend.
All right, cool.
Hey, Vera.
Well, I'm very much thankful for all the friends I've made in this furry fandom. For the last few years, man, it's been amazing. People who have helped me through some difficult times, people who I've helped through them difficult times, or just in general, just making connections and just having fun. The furry fandom is amazing, and I'm so thankful for that. And guys, I hope you have a fantastic holiday. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, absolutely. For those who celebrate Thanksgiving, please do. Be with your loved ones, be with your family, be with your friends. Have a lot of ham, have a lot of turkey, and just have a feast. Be thankful for why you're here, and ultimately, just to recap, today this is a day to celebrate. You know, celebrate being a man, celebrate being masculine, and celebrate that truth and justice won.
Awesome. Totally, dude.
And
Yeah,
as a
man.
man. And as ever, our episodes are available on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, BitChute, and more platforms further down the line, which we will tell you when they're ready. So, this is us signing off for the week. Farewell, and until next time.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone!
Men, 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 men.
Yeah.